Hi. Hey, this is Leslie at 75 the Black Unicorn. Any other Black unicorns are even up at this hour in the States or the UK or wherever you join my channel from. I'm trying to live broadcast because I'm actually on Wi-Fi right now. I'm going to give you all a bit of update and a process of a procedure on how to go through extending the days on your visa, meaning that when you get your visa, if you get a visa for longer than just one trip, like I have a visa for 6 months, when you come into the country of Ghana, they automatically stamp you for 60 days. And if you overstay your 60 days, then you have to pay a fine. But you can go to the immigration office to extend the days that customs stamped into your passport for an additional, I think the longest amount of time you can stay for ask for extension is 90 days. And so I just wanted to share that with you because I'm going through that process now. For the Ghana immigration, you do need to go to the Ghana immigration office and pay for the application form for extension. The application form for extension looks like this. It's on special paper. It has a front and it has a back side. The back side is strictly for the office. When you submit your form, you have to have a photo picture, the same one you would have to process your visa, or the same kind of picture you would have for your passport. So a passport size photo you have to include in a letter. That letter has to state why you want the extension. So essentially you want the extension so that you can stay longer to see what investments you can do, or you want the extension so you can do community service, or you just want the extension because you just want to stay longer. But you have to submit that letter with the completed application, your picture, and then that's all I'm submitting. That's all I submitted. But it does say here that you could also submit supporting or sponsoring letters from an employer or an institution that's somehow sponsoring you. I'm not including that third attachment because that's not relevant to me. So I'm just doing this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that. This video is going to be short and sweet because I wanted to see if I could actually go live since I've been having so much trouble trying to do it. I do want to say that doing business in Ghana is completely and totally different than doing business in the West. You have to, hey, Nakmisi, I hope I said it right, bro. I hope I said it right. I know you out there in Holland. So, that barbershop, I didn't forget about the barbershop because I thought that was hilarious. But what's up? Thank you for joining. Hey, Frank, how are you? Oh, God, Freddie, what's up? Y'all, I can't even believe y'all joining my little live chat. Y'all joining my little live chat. This is so cool. But I didn't know if anybody would join, so I'm excited to see you guys here. On this live chat, I was just talking about the fact that I have to extend my days to be able to stay in the country because I'm on a tourist visa. And I have a 6-month visa for Ghana. But when you come into the country, when you come into customs, they automatically stamp everybody with a 60-day stay. Whether your visa is for 1 year, whether your visa is for one visit, everyone's going to get hit with a 60-day stamp. And so either you have an option to, you have an option to leave the country and come back in, like go to Togo, because that's a neighboring country, and then come back in, or go to the immigration office and ask for an extension. And when you ask for an extension, this is the form you're going to ask for or get. You have to pay for the application form. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the price. But you pay a couple CDs for the application form. You complete it. And you have to add with that a photo ID. a passport size photo, kind of you would use for your passport or your visa application. And then you have to write a letter stating why you want an extension. And so your letter for why you want an extension can be simply, I want to stay longer because I want to learn more about the culture of the country. It can be, I want to learn about investment opportunities, or I am an investor. It could be whatever, just as long as you state why you need an extension. The maximum amount of time you can get for an extension, though, is 90 days. So that's 3 months. So every 3 months, you're going to have to ask for an extension until you are able to apply for residency. And I'm just sharing with you guys my process. This might be different for other people. I don't know. But I told y'all as I go through it, I'm going to share. Golden, I see you have a 5-year visa. That's what's up. But you're still going to have to keep extending your stay if you're going to be here longer than 2 months at a time. Right of abode is tricky. I see that as the question. It's tricky as Mama Imika stated. You know, there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through. It's nice to have it there, but I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't see the point if you can go for citizenship, because citizenship, you would have more rights than you would than doing right of abode, and citizenship could be quicker than right of abode. So, you know, I'm no expert in this area. I was learning and still learning, and I decided to record because I let everybody know that I'm a YouTuber so I can get it out there so y'all can hear about it. Because if y'all look online and try to find information about citizenship, about things we can do, about us coming from the West and trying to be active to get citizenship and what communities to join, it's hard to find that information online here. It's hard to find that information, period. Everything here in Ghana, including business, is about connections. It's about who you know, everything. Okay, hi y'all who joined. Okay, you know, what a lady 84. I see you, girl. I see you. I like that name. It's cute. Golden Heart, hopefully, you know, I answered your question about the 5-year visa. Actually, you didn't ask the question, you just made a statement, but I added to that. So I didn't even know you can get a 5-year visa. So girl, that's what I'm talking about. Working for an NGO is fantastic. Are you working for an actual NGO that's already established in Ghana, or are you setting up your own NGO? These are things that will matter when it comes to you trying to extend your, these are the things that matter when it comes to you doing business in Ghana. Okay. I mentioned before to you all that I'm going to do videos about business in Ghana, but because of the nasty, I don't know if I want to call them racist or hateful or just ignorant comments I be getting sometimes from folks on YouTube and in my inbox, in my email, because I put my email out there. You know, I think that the whole business videos, I'm going to have to put that on a different platform. I'm going to have to put that on a platform with people who are serious, because doing business in Ghana is nothing like doing business in the States. So whatever business logic you have from the West, throw that out the window, because that shit don't matter. How they do things here, totally different, completely different. And the field that I'm in is, let's just say it's a high demand field with a rare set of skills that are hard to find. And I have all of those skills. Yet, connecting with the right people can be a challenge. However, I am finding my way to do that because people are reaching out to me, and I'm very thankful for that. But it's not easy to get set up. I will say to you, if you're going to do business here, have your business already established in the States. Like, register your company. Get your company registered. And y'all know y'all can easily register your company in Delaware or Nevada. Register your company, get everything set up, get it started. Try to get some clients. But just make sure you have a legally established company before you come here, because that will make it a lot easier for you to get off the ground and get contracts, because you can be a consultant, a contract consultant. Yeah. You know, there's ways around the game. There's ways to navigate. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So I haven't really talked about business yet because I'm still in the process of doing a lot of it. But I'm getting traction, and it's good. Visit motherland first before citizenship. Absolutely. I think everyone thinking about coming to, where you say you're going to up and move, you need to come here and visit, because this experience is very different, and you need to humble yourself, because this is not going to be the States. It's not going to be like you used to. It's not going to be Europe. It's not going to be the UK. It's a different vibe here. It's completely different vibe. How people do things are unique to them. And, it's a lot to deal with, but it's rewarding and totally worth it. Like I feel at peace being here. Like I feel a sense of peace being here that I've never actually felt anywhere else before, even though they love that they call me white. You know how offended I be getting by called white. Like white? Ew. No. You know what I mean? So, but I do feel a sense of peace being here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you haven't come to the continent, whether it's Ghana or another country, you need to come. You need to come, you need to visit. And I really would encourage people, if you come to visit, stay 2 weeks minimum. And simply because the first couple days you get here, you're going to be getting over your jet lag. You're still going to try to get your bearings. You're still going to try to figure out, where to go, what to do, and you're going to be very tourist trapped. But by that second week, you're going to be ready to get out of that tourist kind of like spots and be able to see and interact with people, eat the food, just see things you wouldn't normally see. My first time here. Hey, Bruce, thanks for joining. Yep, this is my first time live, right? I be getting too excited, y'all. I be getting too excited. And it feels super weird doing live, just in case you guys didn't know, because it's like I'm talking to myself. Like I'm crazy and shit. Like I'm on the red line or the blue line or the L in Chicago. They be talking to themselves all crazy. That's what I feel like right now. But okay, I digress. Sorry. What's up, Esther? You got Nan, but you live in the Bronx. Okay, you got the best of both worlds, but you need to come back here to Ghana Boo and share that knowledge that you gained over there in New York. I hear you, Golden. I see you. When you got there, you could connect with a lot of people to help you, Frank. Totally, Frank, that's exactly what's happening. I have and am continuously connecting with people on a daily. So that is definitely what's going down. Yes, what a lady 84. Absolutely, peace is everything, and there's nothing like it on in the motherland, right? I mean, you know what? A sense of peace is fantastic, and not having to worry about being Black for the first time in my entire adult life, in my entire life period, is extraordinary. I can't even explain to you what it's like. You know why? Because everybody Black, and it ain't a thing. It's not a thing. But I digress. I forgot what I was talking about that fast. It's early. It's early, but I have to do this immigration stuff. So that's why I'm up now, and I wanted to share that information. For those of you just joining, when I started this live class, I was talking about extending the days for your visa. Basically, not your visa, but extending the days for your stay. And when you come into the country, your customs will automatically stamp you with 60 days if you have a visa that's longer than one visit, right? They're going to automatically stamp you for 60 days. I have a 6-month visa. So you have to buy a form here in Ghana from the Ghana Immigration Service, complete the form, add the attachments, pay for it. And the payment is around 50 CDs per month that you want to stay longer. So I'm going to ask for a 3-month extension, and that is going to be 150 Ghana CDs to pay for. And it's either super late there, but it's definitely early here. So I'm so excited you guys joined. I don't know if I said what's up, Joseph, but what's up? Okay. Frank, okay, you're from Ghana. You want to get information to people to visit first. That's what's up. Hey. As long as you ain't trying to sell something on my channel, I'm good with that. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I be deleting stuff when people are trying to sell their services to people, and I can't co-sign for folks trying to sell you because I never met them. If I met you, I know you're reputable, I know what you're doing is good, then I'll co-sign. But if you're trying to sell something on my YouTube in my comments, I'm deleting that. I'm also deleting stupid, hateful, argumentative, full of cussing nonsense, and if you want to bash me on my channel, I'm going to delete your ass too, because that's just dumb. You come on somebody else's channel bashing them. Like, this ain't Fox News, boo. No. So, it's that. So any questions for me, you guys? Because, this live thing is weird. I don't know how people do the live thing because you are literally sitting talking to yourself. um, I did mention about doing business in Ghana though, and I do want to say that any skill that you have, 9 times out of 10 could be useful not only in Ghana but in Africa as a whole. So I'm talking about Africa overall. Ghana is not the first African country I've been to. It won't be the last. It's just the first one I decided to move to. And not just the first, but it's the country I decided to move to and make my home. But I've been to other African countries and cities over the course of the years. And I will say that there are a lot of knowledge gaps. There are an incredible amount of talent here, no doubt. Incredible, right? But there's a knowledge gap. And that knowledge gap is in every area. It's in technology, it's in finance, it's in construction, it's in development, it's in real estate, it's in the trades, plumbing, electrical, road construction, things of this nature, water, sanitation. There's just so many gaps. And it's like, if you have done this for a while and mastered your skill set, mastered your field, even if white people put you down and made you feel like you didn't know what you was doing, but you know what you're doing. It has value here, as long as you don't feel that you're better than somebody else. But it could have value here. And so when people are emailing me or asking me in the comments, is my skill relevant there? Can I use my skill set there? I'm going to say 100% yes. It's just a matter of you coming here, doing the legwork, and living here. If you think you're going to go back and forth to the States and be able to establish something solid, good luck with that. Because, that's like, so I'm coming from Chicago. That's like people saying, and when I say I come from Chicago, you guys know I moved from Germany, but I was originally living in Chicago. And so that's like people telling me, because they love to tell me how bad Chicago is, how horrible Chicago is. Oh, how could you live there? All this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, no, boo, not today and not any day, because I love Chicago. The Chi, that's my city. And I'm not going to let you bash it just because you see whatever on the news. You don't know the city. You don't understand the culture. You don't understand the history. And there are cultures within cultures inside of Chicago. And there's a deeply rich and vast African-American cultural community that's there. Are there problems? Absolutely. But there are so many different types of cultures that combine and come together into Chicago that I can't let people bash it. So it's the same way that I feel about Ghana. I'm not going to let people bash it. At the same time, I am going to tell the truth. There's issues, there's problems. Chicago has a bunch of issues and problems. And, Ghana has their own. Now, this is a very, very peaceful place, which is beautiful. At the same time, there needs to still be people on the ground who can help build up the country and build up different areas, different communities, different developments. And so that was the point I'm trying to make. You can't make a difference somewhere if you're not there. And that's all I'm trying to say with that one. Okay, let me read these comments. What a lady lived in Senegal for 8 months, 20 years ago, visited Ghana 2 years ago, moving permanently soon, currently building there. You building where? Are you building in Ghana? It don't matter. I mean, about Ghana or Senegal, that's fantastic. But if you building in Ghana, girl, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. Joseph, question, does your time, okay, hey, unicorn, under visa count toward your residency requirements for citizenship? I think this question is asking the amount of time. Okay, I'm confused. Maybe this question is asking, does your residency requirements for citizenship? Okay, so the moment you enter the country, does the time you spend inside of the country count towards residency? I have no idea. I really don't. I can tell you right now, in Germany, it does not. In Germany, the only way your days count towards residency is after you get your blue card, after you get your residency permit. So I am going to assume that Ghana is very similar. It's after you get your, once I find out for sure, I'll let you know. I can say that Ghana does a lot of things very similar to the UK. And I think that's just because they were the colonial power here. So in the UK, like Germany, it would be very similar. You have to have your residency permit, have all your paperwork and legalities done before it can count towards you applying for any type of citizenship. Tracy, no, you're not. I'm in California right now. Lyft Drive is 1127. You look so beautiful, Mark Queen. Tracy, I don't know what the hell you talking about, but if you think I'm beautiful, thanks, boo. Okay. What lady? I'm trying to figure out how to apply my almost 14 years of massage therapy and customer service management. Well, then you need to be creative. You know, if you have 14 years of experience, that's a wealth. They really need to learn some customer service. Like the customer is, you know, how to treat customers. So, I mean, I would reach out to retail, to hotels in particular, because tourism is booming here. So you just need to be creative on how to do it. This is not my area of expertise, so I don't know how to guide you there. But you need to think about what do you do best and how can you help others do it. And then you apply that knowledge. You start talking to people. You start getting the word out. This is what I can do. These are the services I provide as a consultant, and this is how I can help your business grow, help you make revenue, help you retain your clientele, stuff like that. With the challenges of doing business and also the Bruni, is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth it. Bruh. You asked me that? Nagmeezy, you know better. You boy. Street. Am I back? Am I back? Can you hear me? Oh my God. Tell me if you can hear me because it said it stalled for a minute. Anybody? I need somebody to respond so I can know you can hear me. If not, I'm going to assume this live broadcast stopped because I'm not really sure. Because I'm getting things saying it's going out. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, all right. Yeah, Nagmeezy, you asked, is it worth coming? Of course it's worth coming. They call you a Bruni, so what? They still see you as a sister, as a brother. You know what I mean? The business challenges, shit, we Black in America. You're going to have mad business challenges. Good luck in getting a loan to start anything. Funding, investment in the U.S., only the 1% of us is going to get investment from the white folks. So, you know, this will be different in European countries. It will be very similar in the UK, but you have a lot more opportunity here in Africa because hiring staff is much, much, much cheaper. It's like a quarter of the cost you would pay full-time staff in the US, you know. So yeah, I 100% think it's worth it. But, you know, to each its own, you know what I mean? Yeah, to each its own. Frank, you're also living in Germany, Hamburg. I've been to Hamburg. Very pretty, very racist. And they think they're progressive. Very cute though. But I do like the way the Hamburg looks. It's quite cute. It's a cute town, city, excuse me. Joseph, you rephrase the question for me. Okay, I think I answered that. So yeah. Even if you say 60 days, then leave to another country. Oh, okay. I mean, if you leave to say 60 days. No, if you get an extension on your visa, on your time that you can stay in the country and you leave and you come back in during that time period, far as I know, you're going to have to get another stamp because it voids out. But if, you know, I do it and that's not the case, I'll let you know. But I was told it would void it out. So I don't know for sure until I go through it myself. If you come back to the States from 1 year, does it count? No. If you leave the country for that long of a time, you're going to be starting all over again when you come back into the country. Singles, and that when I say start all over, your citizenship counts has to start all over. Singles, people should find their love in Ghana that can help them more. I still say whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship, you should come to Africa to visit. And if you want to move, you should do it because it's possible. As a single woman coming to Ghana, you need to have your mind ready and prepared that this is a very patriarchal society and that you are going to need someone. And I am going to say this in a way that's shocking even me, but you need you need a man. You need a man to speak for you. And not all the time, but a lot of the time, you're going to need someone who can speak on your behalf, so that you won't get ripped off, so you can sometimes be heard. It's a strange thing for me to say because I've never actually been in that situation. But at the same time, I've worked in only male dominated fields. So, I found a way to find my voice, different culture. So that part I am going to say, to be single as a woman makes it a bit more difficult, but not impossible. Okay. Joseph has some advice for what a lady put a flyer together and work the resorts area as a concierge masseuse. Is that what that is? I don't know, but sounds good. Had to break away for a minute at work, Pittsburgh, USA. Oh, Pittsburgh. All right, Steelers. I hear you, bro. I hear you. You gotta work. You gotta work. Don't let me, do what you do. Okay. 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 Let me go down. I'm trying to catch up on these comments. What's up, George? Watching from NYC. Welcome. Okay, so Bruce has an interesting question saying that he's trying to reach out to Ghanaians and Nigerian people working here at this job. So I'm assuming here at this job that's your job in the States that you are at in New York, right? Will I experience that in Ghana? No, you're not. No. I'm live. Almost done. Sorry. So I'm using someone's Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna have to end this real soon though. But what I'm gonna say is that the vibe, the people, the embrace, the culture is different here. On the ground in Africa, people are very welcoming. They're very open. They're everywhere, right? But sometimes in the U.S., there seems to be division between some African Americans and some Africans, right? And I don't really know what that's about. And maybe that depends on what part of the country you come from. So, like, I raised my kids in Houston, and I've had Nigerian friends, and, ain't never been no tension and no drama. But in Chicago, where I built up most of my career, there seems to be, there's some serious tension there. It's almost like certain groups don't want to associate with you if you're African American, and I don't know why. But that is not the case at all when you get to Africa. Totally different. It's just the mindset of people are different, so. I see you guys on here. Ansa, Bruce, Joseph. Okay, Black immigrants shy away from Black Americans. Yeah, okay. Why Black immigrants shy away from Black Americans? I think that's just due to stereotypes. Because they're not sure, they see the image they see of us on TV is always gangsters, hoes, are in videos, and then they don't really know who we truly are until they get there and make friends and then start talking to us or dating and stuff like that. So you just don't know what you're going to get, or how people are going to feel about you. Okay, Joseph, more advice from Joseph, so you should read that. Regarding how to get your foot in the door in hotels for customer service. Thanks, Bruce. I see that you enjoy this live cast. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, so there's a lot of tension there because Nixie, you are in Holland, right? And so there seems to be a good amount of tension between Africans and the Surinamese people. And, the largest population of Blacks in Holland is from Suriname, because Suriname, just in South America, was a colony of the Netherlands. And so because of that friction, I think that as an American, you definitely gonna get it. Bruce Jones, are you a student? Who? Baby, did you ask me about the student? Baby, no. But I've been a professor. Thank you, though. Okay. All right, guys, we're 30 minutes in. I'm going to have to get off of this Wi Fi that I'm kind of like, snatching up. So, thank you all for joining. I appreciate you so much. I don't know if I'm going to actually post this to my YouTube, but remember, I'm going to, in the near future, probably in the spring, maybe late February, start doing business videos that I'm going to post on a different platform, but I'll let you guys know. I can't put everything out there because there's just too many haters and I don't even got that type of patience, because I think I told you guys before, my channel is not monetized. Like, YouTube is taking forever to monetize me. So whatever money I make from YouTube, if I can make anything, it's from donations from my subscribers. So, and YouTube takes time and money. Like, I got to pay for the Wi-Fi, and I have to pay for my software, and then I have to pay to get around. So, all this stuff. So when you're doing something for free and then people talking shit, that can really stop you from doing it. So I'm trying not to be discouraged. And that's why I'm going to have to move things over to a different platform when it comes to business. But I will definitely be posting videos and information for you guys so that you know. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to read this last one. Okay, so no. Okay, thank you all for joining. Have a good morning or a good evening wherever you are in the world, Black unicorns. Be proud of your Blackness. Be that amazing unicorn that you are, meaning that you can do anything and everything at its best, because we always work twice as hard as everybody else to get where we at. Bye, you guys. Bye.